Good evening, Lifestyle. Today, I am going to teach you how to request approval from Transaction Desk for your listings. Okay. Remember that before you upload your listings, you have to get it authorized by your office manager. And I'm going to teach you exactly how to do that today. So let's get right into it. Okay. So from Transaction Desk, let's start from the beginning. Okay. This is your dashboard. You want to go ahead and open a transaction. Okay. You have different ways to do so. You can do it from here, from this tab. You can just click the little house here, or you can just do it from here. So let's do this way first. Okay. So let's say we want to open a transaction. You're going to do it this way. You're going to click add, and then you're going to name your transaction. So I typically put a transaction for, then I put my client's name, and then I put the address. Okay. Template, this is very important. Okay. So the template you're going to pick for now, and remember, you can pick different templates later on. Okay. So the template you're going to pick now is going to be sales listing. Okay. What that's going to do is that it's going to prompt you a list of documents needed for that specific manager to approve your listing. Okay. This one here, you can leave it blank. As you can see, is optional, but you don't have an MLS number yet. Okay. Well, you let me correct myself. You do, but it won't be able to populate because your listing is not active. It will only populate, I would say all the information like address, legal description, and all that stuff. It will populate it automatically as long as the MLS number is active, or the listing is active. So in this case, we're going to leave it blank, and we're going to press create. Okay. So now, here you can add any photo that you like. Okay, so let's say that you already took pictures of the listing and you want to put a picture in front of the house. You can do so here. Okay, so then let's fill this out. So we're going to put this as a residential property. Let's put 1234 Southwest, 123 Street. Actually, no, here's just a street number. Southwest. And here, 123 Street. Okay. Then we're gonna put Miami. Then county, Miami-Dade. Okay. Then we're gonna put state Florida and zip code 33185. Okay, just as an example. Then you may want to fill out, the year bill if you like. I typically don't fill this out because it's not needed, but I do copy and paste the legal description. For the purpose of the training, I'm just gonna type here legal description, because this will come up in the contract later on. Okay. So here you're gonna put the list price. Let's say we want to list it for, I don't know, $400,000. Okay, and this is all you need to do for now in this page. Okay, later on, once you have the MLS number, you can put the MLS here, the MLS number here, and fill out as much as you can. But at least make sure you have the streets, the street name, the street number, the county, state, and the zip code, and also make sure you have the legal description. So let's go next. Okay. So from here, we don't really need to do anything because we haven't accepted an offer yet. Okay, maybe you can put the list date, which let's put today, and that's pretty much it. Because you don't have an offer date yet, you don't have an expiration date, you don't have all this information comes later. Okay, then you click next. You want to make sure that you see yourself here as the listing agent, right? And then let's go to next. Then you want forms. Remember, guys, from here you can send to sign electronically to your client. So let's add, just for the purpose of the training, let's add a listing. Let's do here. Okay, so we have here, let's see. Transaction broker, exclusive right to sell listing agreement, transaction broker. We're gonna click and make sure that it's selected, and then we're gonna click add. If you guys see, you have a little basket here, because you can add a different form. So let's say you already checked the listing agreement, then you wanna add the seller's disclosure. So let's do that. So let's see, seller disclosure. Let's just add this one. Now you see a number 2 here. So now you want to add the seller's disclosure and the listing agreement. So let's close, and then we're going to click add. Now let's get into just very quickly, let's get into the listing agreement, right? So once you have all this filled out, I'm not going to really get into it. You can click here, sign, guys. Okay, super simple. You click sign, you click yes, and now you initiate a signing session. You pick, and then I don't do anything with the first part, with the first step. I always just, pick the participant. This gets us this, click me, and then I'll pick the document that I want that person to sign. Then I click step 4, which is just to make sure that all my work is correct. I click next, and then I send the invitation. It's that simple, guys. Then your client will receive an email that they can sign electronically from their computer, and you'll receive the signed copy here. Okay, so let's go back to the transaction quickly. Okay, so here we have the transaction that we just opened, and you're gonna have something at the end that's gonna be documents that it's just documents that you wanna input into the transaction. Okay, you can input as many documents as you want. So sometimes you may have your client wet ink sign the listing agreement, and then you input it, you scan it, and you input it into the transaction. That's totally fine. So let's say that you already opened the transaction, you have the listing agreement signed, the seller's disclosure, and everything is done, right? Then you want to make sure that your listing is already done. So you go to open a listing, which is super simple. Just quickly, I'll show you guys. So once you have the listing done, it's the only way that you can request for it to be active. So to create a listing, it's very simple. So you add an edit here, right? Then you go ahead and you add new. And then you pick the one that pertains to your listing. So let's say this is a single family home. Remember, guys, you always have to pick the county, and then I always just copy and paste the folio number here, okay? And then just click search and autofill, okay? And then you have to, do the broker remarks, commission, and all that stuff, which that will be another training for another day, okay? So once you have your listing done, you want to make sure, okay, so here, you want to make sure that you do a printer. So the way to do that is you click print and just quickly print to PDF to create a PDF of your listing, because you're gonna need this for a manager to authorize your listing, okay? So let's go back to transaction desk. Then from here, you wanna go to checklist. So remember the checklist that we picked, which was sales listing? This is where we're gonna request review for a manager to authorize the listing. So listing agreement, which you already have, we already spoke about that. Property information tax sheet or IMAP. What they mean here, guys, is just simply, let's go back here to the MLS. You can just go to IMAP, and what they're asking there, let's go back to transaction, that they're asking for the property information tax sheet or IMAP. Okay, so well, this is not a good example because it's a commercial deal. Let's go back to a regular listing, and just pick any random listing. Let me pick one of my pendings. Okay, so let's go here. Let's go to this property. Let's just click here. So here you go. What they're asking is just for you to save this as a PDF. It'll put in a PDF all this thing here, which is the IMAP information. Now, you have another option as well. You can go to miami-dade.gov property search, and you can copy and paste the address. In this case, I'm gonna pick the folio, right? And then you come over here. You let's put us no folio. Here you go. Let's click paste, and then you can do a printout of this. Super simple. You just go print here, summary report, and you can also attach this to your transaction. So you can either do IMAP by clicking save as PDF, or you can do miami-dade.gov by pressing print and then just saving as a PDF, which you will always have the option here. Okay, you can either print or save as a PDF. Okay, so let's get out of here. Now let's go back to the transaction desk. We have that. Now we have listing created with the MLS number. This is when remember I told you that you need a copy of your MLS. This is what I mean. So simply just press print and then save to PDF, just like the other one. Or actually, I think, look, so you have an option here, print to PDF. Okay, then we have the seller's property disclosure. You want to attach that, and then you have the change status form. Now, I believe that, you know, sometimes you're not going to be able to have your client sign a seller's property disclosure, and sometimes some clients may complain that they don't want to sign the status change form right from the beginning. So it is okay if you maybe leave this blank and leave this blank. Okay, I always get any type of addendum or documentation signed by my client, which is as per why they're not providing a seller's disclosure. Maybe it's an investment property, they haven't lived in the property since they bought it, so they can't really give you a seller's disclosure because they don't know the condition of the home. Okay, but you know, make sure you always get your seller's disclosure and your seller's change form. And I always get this form signed, and the way that I express that to the seller is that, hey, listen, I'm gonna need this status change form because my goal here is to have your property on the contract within the first week. So I rather get this signed now so I don't bother you with this form later. And typically they sign. So after you have all that attached, which is super simple, I don't know if you guys remember total brokerage, where you had to have it in the documents tab and then get it from there. Well, you have different options here. You can either attach, select from documents, you can drop the document here in this blue box, or you can just upload it from your computer or get it from the cloud. Okay, and you can copy from forms in different ways. So I typically do either from documents, or I just drop it here, either drag from my computer and drop it here. Okay, so once you have all those information, all those contracts, all these forms already attached, you're gonna click all of it together. Then you're gonna go back to this little basket, and let's see. I think I'm gonna have to attach something. Let's see if I touch this. Okay, there you go. And let's attach this. Sales disclosure. There you go. And let me try this right now with you guys. Yes, for the purpose of the training. Perfect. So remember, you can select which ones you want to review. So let's say you don't have the seller's disclosure, just don't check it. Okay. And I'm learning this now with you guys. Actually, I'm also new at this, but I've learned this pretty fast. So you go to the basket. So once you click the documents you want your manager to review, you're gonna click the little basket, and then you're gonna click this little bell here. Okay. Yes, you can see request review. And after that, I will always recommend you guys to email your manager. Okay, it's just easier that way in the case that, you know, the system has a glitch or the system fails. you may want to type an email, which is very simple. You come here, you type an email, and you put, let's say, new listing, maybe put the address there. Maybe put the address here, put the address, right? And then put pending approval, you know, something like that, approval. So this way, your manager can go into the transaction, or actually, guys, what would be a lot helpful, get the name of your transaction, put it in your email like this, and then type, hey guys, please activate my listing, or something like that. Or you can put, you know, all documents already in transaction desk, please activate my listing, and then copy all your managers. That's what I recommend you to do. And after that, your manager can go into your transaction and check that you have all the documents already there, and you should be good to go. I believe now, guys, before I let you go, because I wanted to keep this short, very simple, you may also want to copy Roberto Guzman. I'm going to just put the email here so you guys can see it. So apart from your managers, CC carbon copy Robert Guzman, so that way he can also be aware of what's going on. Okay, so that's it, guys, for today. Pretty simple, pretty you know, straightforward. If you guys have any questions, please give me a call. My phone number is 786-366-9329. I always like leaving my phone number in these videos just in case you guys do need any help. When I say it again, 786-366-9329. All right, guys. Okay, lifestyle. Have a great night. Bye-bye.